Hello Linux fans, Rob here, and I am super stoked to share with you the first ever release of Gobuntu. So a friend of mine who has worked at Google for a number of years by the name of Otis Spunkmeyer sent me the news last night that Google purchased Ubuntu, and for the last month and a half they have been working on Gobuntu, the first ever Google/Ubuntu distribution. So far, I'm absolutely blown away. I'm so excited to share this with you. I don't know if I can get through this demo. So let's just jump right in and take a look at Gobuntu. Again, first ever look at Gobuntu. The news is huge. The fact that Google has purchased Ubuntu, I just can't imagine the ramifications of what that will do for Ubuntu. I notice here the tagline, whoever thought of this, Linux for everyone. Great tagline, and that's what we need. We need Linux for everyone. There's so much to look at here, even though this is early alpha. It's alpha.000.1. Just out of the gate, very clean interface, very Google-esque interface. You've got the familiar search bar up top here with your system tray, clock, and everything upper right. It looks more Google than it looks Ubuntu, but we're going to dig into some things here, and I've got some issues with some of the things, and I'll show you why here in just a minute. You've got the familiar application launcher here to the left. This is going to be more familiar to you if you have run Ubuntu, where that launcher is over on the left. Now, I found some settings that I didn't recognize out of the gate here. Very smart, but it's one of those things, again, early alpha, so we're going to cut them some slack. But you've got some quick settings down here. Apparently, there is going to be pin input support. That's going to be a big part of it, and we'll launch into these settings. So that launches you into the pin input settings. You have the control panel here. You've got a theming customizing suite here, and this is really something. So we'll jump into that in just a minute. They've got a backup program here that is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Because it's Google, this backup program ties into Google Drive and Google's cloud services unlike any Linux distro I've ever seen before. I'm so excited, I don't know if I'll get through this review. And then the final setting here is for input settings for mouse, keyboard, so on and so forth. All right, so let's jump over here and take a look. Now, one of the areas I'm disappointed in, and again, this could change because this is such early alpha, is I'm not crazy about the application launcher, so let's take a look at that. You'll see here, again, you get this full screen, kind of very Google-esque launcher. And for me, it's just, they got to get more creative than that. This looks too much like Chrome OS, but again, I'm going to cut them a little slack. Now, I want to point out something else. I found some other settings that allow you to go in and tweak portions of what you're seeing here that looks more Google-esque and pull out some more of the Ubuntu settings. And so the way you get to that is you come over here to the alpha listing, and this will launch you into, maybe it's developer settings, I'm not quite sure, and Otis didn't really explain all of this to me when he sent me the ISO last night. I was just in such a rush to get this installed. It took me 43 tries to get this thing installed, but I had to share it with you. So let's jump over here to this special settings page, and this is an area, when you see this, this is going to blow your mind. That's right. This is an April Fool's joke. I did it early to catch you off guard. I knew that if I released something like this on April Fool's, you guys are way too smart to fall for that. So I figured, what the hey, let's do this thing on April Fool's Eve. All right, I had a blast with this. I know that there are none of you out there that actually took it serious, but it was fun nevertheless. So happy April Fools to you out there, and look forward to seeing more of these. That's it for now. We'll check you later.